Hi everyone, welcome back to DeFi Daily. Today we'll talk about how whales are behaving and how they are investing. I have selected for you 10 different wallets that are controlling something like $7 billion. So that's an insane amount that is controlled just by 10 wallets. And what we will do together is understanding which protocols they are using, plus what kind of cryptos they are holding into their wallets, and if there is some kind of lesson, some kind of strategy that we can learn from these wallets and from this DeFi market. So stay tuned, because this kind of topic is pretty much important if you want to improve your skill, your knowledge, and also if you are curious to know how whales are behaving. Just remember that my goal is not giving you financial advice, and I want to invite you to copy any kind of portfolio. I'm just sharing in order to start a discussion and give you knowledge, awareness on what's going on into the market. But after that, you have to do your own research and take your decision based on your personal view and strategy. Remember also that if you want to stay always updated, a good idea is subscribe to the channel, and if you want to also help me, just leave a big thumbs up and drop a comment. Okay guys, so let's start immediately. I want to start telling you what I have done, because I have used DBank, that is the tool that you are seeing into the background, into my screen, and I have used this Web3 social rank. And this tool is collecting different addresses, and it is providing us a database. I have checked something like 500, 700 different wallets, and I have selected 10 of them. Obviously, the 10 of them are the biggest wallets that I have found, but it doesn't mean that there are no bigger accounts into the whole DeFi space and crypto space. This is not a tool that is giving us, that is providing us a rank starting from the biggest wallet to all the smaller. This is not what they are doing, so we can't use it in this way. So it's pretty much possible that there are other wallets even bigger. In any case, all the wallets I have selected, they are controlling more than $100 million. So in any case, we are talking about big, some big, really big account. Plus, as you can see from DeFi Llama, if we are thinking about, as I said you before, we are talking about 10 wallets are controlling 7 billion of cryptos, and among them 6 billion are locked into DeFi. So it means that 6 billion among this amount, that is around 108 billion, but we have to clean this amount, taking out all the not EVM compatible wallets, because remember that what I have checked are only wallets that are connected to MetaMask, so wallets that are compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine. So it means that many other wallets, for example, all the Solana wallets are not a part of this ranking. So it means that just 10 wallets are controlling something like 3-4% of the whole DeFi ecosystem, of the whole total value locked inside the DeFi ecosystem. And this is a pretty important signal, because it is demonstrating us that right now the market is controlled just by a small amount of players. Not to mention that I have checked 10 wallets, but it doesn't mean that the person that are controlling that kind of wallets are not controlling some other wallet. And this is something that is pretty much important, because remember, you can control as many wallets as you want. So it is absolutely possible to have a literally really small amount of person that are controlling the most part of the DeFi space. So this is also a demonstration on how early stage is this market. It's not possible to have just a so small amount of people that are controlling so much of the DeFi. But let's have a look now to the 10 wallets and how they are investing their cryptos. In order to do it, I will share with you some slide, and as you can see, I will hide myself in order to give you the whole screen in order to see better what I'm sharing with you. So as I told you, the wallets are controlling 7 billion. And how are divided this 7 billion? Okay, I want to start with the amount of cryptos that these wallets are controlling, so they are holding into their wallets without investing them. And this amount is around 800 million, 900 million, something like that. So it means around 10-15% of the total amount of cryptos that are controlled by this wallet. And what is curious to notice is that 35% of the whole amount is in stable coins. Plus, the other two main assets are Bitcoin and Ethereum. And as you can see, if we combine stable Bitcoin and Ethereum, we are going to have something like 80-85% of the whole wallet. And remember, in the moment when we are talking about Bitcoin, we are just mentioning all the Bitcoins that are wrapped Bitcoin or ran Bitcoin. So all the tokenized version of Bitcoin that are invested into the DeFi and are on the Ethereum virtual machine. It doesn't mean that these wallets are controlling a so small amount of Bitcoin. It's pretty much possible that the same wallets, the same persons are controlling a much bigger amount of Bitcoin, but they are just doing it on other wallets. What I really found curious by these wallets is that aside from Bitcoin stablecoins and Ethereum, the other asset, the biggest asset they are controlling is FTM. So it is Phantom. And this is pretty interesting because, yes, I like Phantom, but I didn't have the feeling that whales were investing so hard into this project. Obviously, it is still possible that it is just a random situation. But in any case, it's something that I think that is quite interesting to think about, because Phantom is a quite hot ecosystem. On the other side, they are holding a decent amount of FTX, so the token connected to the FTX exchange, and 2.5% on other kind of assets. Going on, have a look on how these different wallets are investing in which protocol. So what are the main protocols that are invested by these whales? And as you can see, the biggest one is Convex, and after that we have Aave, Ellipsis, and Abracadabra. Don't worry if you are thinking, okay, I'm not able to read anything because it is too small. Don't worry, because in the next slide I have also the full table, so you can check it by it. What I want to show you through this pie is that there are, let's say, four different protocols that are representing more than a half of the whole amount that this kind of wallets are investing. And it's not surprising to see how Convex is having a big portion into this game, because remember, as I was telling you in the moment when we were talking about liquidity war, Cure wars, Convex is literally gaining a really important position into the whole story. If you missed that story, I will leave also the link to the right corner here so you can check and you can dig inside the Cure wars and the Convex role, because this is something that is really important. But let's have a look in detail on what kind of protocols they are investing. So the first one, as I said, is Convex. After that we have Aave, Ellipsis, Abracadabra, that is still a big portion of it, even if the whole mess that happened about the last couple of months. So it means that there are still some whale that is believing in Abracadabra, and it is representing a big amount of the total holdings and the total cryptos that are invested into DeFi. Also quite interesting is seeing that Platypus has a big role. TrueFi, that is a protocol that I wasn't following so much. DYDX, BankUI, guys, Trader Joe. When we are talking about Trader Joe, we are also considering the lending platform. So this amount is a compound of the Trader Joe exchange, the decentralized exchange, plus the lending protocol. After that, we have PancakeSwap, Venus, Curve, Sushi, MakerDAO, Alpaca, Balancer, Blizz, that is another money market, Tokamak, that is pretty much interesting. Do you remember when we were talking about Tokamak just a couple of days ago? If you missed that video, we'll leave also, in this case, the link into the right corner here. Have a look to it, because Tokamak is another protocol that can do literally a lot. After that, we have Uniswap, and just 4.16% of other protocols. If you're wondering what are the other protocols, I just prepared for you this list in order to give you the possibility to also find new ideas. Because to me, the whole idea behind this kind of research is not really just doing gossip about what kind of protocols are using the different whales, but it's also having like the possibility to find new ideas, to check something new. For example, I wasn't aware of Stella Swap that is on Moonbeam, and so seeing it here, it also gives me the possibility to check it and understand how they are evolving, if they are doing something that could be interesting, and so on. So this is just another way to explore the market and understanding how we can use our cryptos in order to increase their value. I want to add another thing, because yes, they are investing in a lot of protocols, but be aware that 70-80% of the whole investments that are into the DeFi protocols are about stablecoins. Why? For the simple reason that whales, especially in this kind of market situation, they don't want to be overexposed to altcoins or to anything that could be too volatile. Remember that after what happened just this morning with the Russia and the Ukraine and so on, the war that is going on right now, this moment is pretty delicate. So the volatility could be insane. So don't be overexposed. As you have seen, there are also a couple of DAOs that they are investing. I saw Wonderland, I saw Olympus DAO, but no other degen protocols. Why? Because whales want to literally keep their money safe. They are not overexposed. They are more interested on controlling the power. That's the reason why they are using a lot of Convex. They are investing in Tokamak. They are using Curve, Platypus, and so on. The reason is because they want power, not just hyper speculation that is increasing in a completely degen way the risk of their portfolio. So I hope that this overview about how whales are behaving help you to better understand and also to find a couple of ideas on new protocols that you can have a look. Always remember that you don't have to copy them, because that's not about copying them, but it's more about finding new ideas, thinking, and having a new starting point to analyze the market and to look at things from a different point of view. Guys, let me know what do you think about it, and if you have any other wallet or something that you think that could be interesting to share, just write me into the comment section below, and I will be more than happy to listen from you. And also remember, if you want to stay updated, a good idea is just subscribe. And if you want to also help me, leave a big thumbs up and drop a comment. Guys, thank you for following me, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Bye, guys.